You're just a useless piece of garbage. You disgust me. The words, sharp as broken glass, cut through the air of Maplewood Grocers. Caleb Thorne spat them at the cashier serving him, his voice dripping with scorn. He didn't know it yet, but someone was watching, and that witness was about to change everything. Hurry up, you incompetent fool. I don't have all day to wait for your clumsy fingers to figure out a cash register. His tone carried across the store, thick with contempt. Alana flinched, her hands trembling as she struggled to scan his items. A small line of customers had formed, but no one dared speak. Their silence made her humiliation heavier. Caleb smirked, pulling out a crisp $50 bill. He flung it on the counter as though tossing trash. Try not to lose it. Knowing how clumsy you people are, you'll probably misplace it. Her voice, barely audible, trembled. I have it, sir. Here's your change. Before she could count, Caleb slammed his palm on the counter, making her jump. Louder. I said, sir. Say it properly if you want to keep this job. Tears welled in her eyes. His face twisted with disdain. People like you should be cleaning toilets, not standing behind registers. Customers avoided eye contact, pretending to look at shelves. The scanner beeped repeatedly as Alana's shaking hands failed to catch the barcode. Caleb leaned closer, his cologne stinging her senses. See? You can't even skim milk. What's the matter, no brains? Please, sir, she whispered, her voice cracking. I'm trying. He laughed coldly. This isn't a job. This is all you're good for, scanning and obeying. Do you understand? Obeying. Alana forced her red eyes up to his. Caleb grinned cruelly. Better. Now say it. Thank you, sir. Say it, or watch how fast you're thrown out like a dog. Her sobs answered instead of words. Caleb leaned closer, whispering like poison. You'll never fit in. Doesn't matter what you do. You'll always be less. Her gaze fell. Suddenly, he grabbed her wrist, yanking hard. She gasped. Look at me when I speak, slave. He pulled her forward, his grip cruel. A customer muttered, Stop it, but quickly fell silent under Caleb's glare. Alana pleaded, struggling. Let go, please. You're hurting me. Caleb tightened his hold. This is the treatment you deserve. Nothing more. Then a voice thundered across the store. Her. Go. Now. Everyone turned. A man strode forward from the aisle, his steps deliberate. Caleb's eyes flickered with recognition before he smirked. You, he scoffed. Dad. Arthur Thorne's face was heavy with shame and fury. What in God's name did you just do? Caleb laughed dismissively. What anyone would. Put her in her place. Look at her. She can't even work a register. Fire her. Arthur's fists clenched. Fire her? Because of a machine? Or because you can't stand her skin color? Because she's useless. Caleb shot back. People like her are always a burden. Do what's right. Get rid of her. Murmurs rippled among the customers. Alana bit her lip, tears running silently. Arthur stared at his son, voice cutting like steel. You will never touch this woman again. Not in my store, not in my presence. No son of mine will be a bully. Caleb sneered. If it's your store, act like it. Fire her. Arthur's voice hardened. The right thing is for you to shut your mouth. While you waste money on luxuries, Alana works every day for her sick daughter who needs medicine she can hardly afford. Alana's eyes widened in shock. Her secret was exposed. Caleb rolled his eyes. So what? Does having a sick kid make her less useless? Not my problem. Arthur's voice cracked with fury. That fight makes her worth 1,000 times more than you. She faces battles you'll never understand. And you, born with every advantage, do nothing but humiliate. The crowd stirred. Someone shouted, Enough! Caleb's face burned red. So you defend her over your own son? Arthur didn't blink. Yes, because today my son brings me shame. Gasps filled the store. Caleb shoved a shelf violently, products crashing down. He cursed, storming out, shouting back venom. I hope they throw you out, you and your brat. I hope you starve. Alana collapsed behind the counter, sobbing uncontrollably. Arthur knelt beside her, handing his handkerchief. It's okay. Breathe. Through gasps, she whispered, Mr. Thorne, I haven't been paid in 2 months. Alara needs her medicine. I don't know what to do. Arthur froze. Her words hit him like a blade. He stood abruptly, storming toward the office. Sitting at the computer, He typed in a code only he knew. Payroll records opened. His jaw tightened. Salaries canceled. Transfers redirected. Repeated entries marked. Operational reimbursement C. Arthur's heart pounded as he checked security logs. Off-hours entries. Accounts accessed in the dead of night. The ID linked to someone inside. But the digital trace was unmistakable. He pulled up the surveillance feed. Hours flickered past. Then, late at night, a figure slipped into the office. Arthur leaned forward, breath shallow. The camera froze on a face he knew all too well, and Arthur's world collapsed. Arthur didn't need to see the face to know it was Caleb. The posture, the expensive jacket, the careless movements, everything gave him away. The betrayal was brutal. His own son had been siphoning money from the store, disguising it as reimbursements and adjustments. The theft robbed workers like Alana of wages they desperately needed. When Arthur returned to Alana, still shaken on the floor, she whispered about her daughter needing medicine she couldn't afford. The words seared into him. Rage and guilt fused inside Arthur. He could no longer look away. He drove straight to the Thorn residence. The front door was ajar. Moments later, Caleb stormed in, red-faced. Arthur laid a tablet on the table, playing security footage of Caleb at the office computer, alongside bank records tracing stolen funds. "Do you recognize this?" Arthur asked coldly. Caleb's defiance faltered. He muttered excuses about taking what was owed. Arthur let the screen go dark. Then, stripping his son's wallet and cards from his pocket, he declared, "You will never touch these again. Your accounts are blocked. The theft ends now." Caleb shouted about fabricated proof, but Arthur's voice stayed steady. "I will repair the damage. You will pay it back." The new rules were merciless, yet just. No privileges. No cards, car, or free spending. Restorative work. Caleb would return to the store as a cashier and stocker, salary withheld until debts were repaid. Public restitution. He must apologize to staff and Alana, signing a binding agreement. Constant supervision. No unsupervised access. No trust without proof. "You humiliated yourself," Arthur told him. "I will deliver justice." The next morning, Caleb arrived at the store stripped of status. Whispers followed him as he stood behind the register. Employees watched with cold contempt. His first wages were seized as restitution. Meanwhile, Arthur made sure Alana's daughter received her medicine. The pharmacy confirmed the purchase, and when Alana returned, her whispered gratitude met Arthur's firm reply, "We're auditing everything. This ends now." The Thorn household became a court of consequence. Caleb lived under strict rules, his freedom replaced with restitution and humiliation. Arthur wasn't seeking revenge. He was forcing his son to finally understand what it meant to lose what he had stolen and to feel the weight of justice he could no longer escape.